Natural resources for endometriosis. 1 in 10 women of fertile age may be diagnosed with endometriosis. There have also been cases in prepubescent girls and some men, an inflammatory, estrogen-dominant condition where endometrial-like tissue ordinarily found in the uterus is seen as sticky adhesions in the abdomen, located on the bowel, fallopian tubes, bladder and ovaries, and in some cases on the brain, lungs and heart. This results in considerable abdominal swelling, severe pain, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, symptoms and muscle cramps, and can restrict fertility, sex life, lifestyle, and emotional health. Treatment methods include pain, inflammatory modulation, hormonal medications, and surgery, most of which can relieve symptoms that may return when medications cease. Surgical and hormonal treatment of endometriosis may have unpleasant side effects and have shown high recurrence rates. Women are turning towards natural resources to help relieve pain and symptoms. Potential drivers involved in endometriosis. Although medical specialists are unclear about the pathogenesis of endometriosis, several characteristics appear. Estrogen dominance. The growth and maintenance of the ectopic endometrium is estrogen dependent, alongside an increase in local estrogen production. The production and metabolism of estradiol E2 play an essential role in the development and progression of symptoms. There is also a link to hormone disruptors in our foods, cosmetics, and environment. For example, BPAs, PFAs, POPs, and more may stress the ability to metabolize and excrete estrogen, especially with early exposure. Digestive and immune system function. Endometriosis is an inflammatory condition. Cases of endometriosis also show decreased natural killer cell activity, lowered immune function, and increased levels of macrophage activity. There is growing research on the role of our microbiome and estrobolome and its essential role in estrogen metabolism and the excretion of recirculating hormones. The microbiome balance will also influence inflammation and pain. Low nutrient levels. Women who test with lower levels of vitamin D, zinc, and vitamin E have been seen to carry a greater risk for endometriosis. A lower intake of vitamins A, C, E, zinc, and copper has also shown a prevalence of symptoms, emotional and physical trauma and stress. There is a link found between past trauma and endometriosis. It could even present a 79% higher risk. A study in 2018 showed that past sexual and emotional abuse, specifically severe chronic child abuse, is closely associated with endometriosis. An earlier study in 2006 connected women with endometriosis had significantly higher cortisol levels. While stress may contribute to symptom progression and severity, the symptoms also create stress. What we think is interconnected with how we feel and vice versa. The nervous system and emotional support for endometriosis are essential, so consider both in any treatment protocol. Natural resources, support body systems and internal mechanisms and return them to optimum function. Correct nutrient deficiencies, modulate inflammation, support synthesis and metabolization of estrogen and balance and nourish the microbiome. Always include emotional support and lifestyle considerations, nutrient and herbal supports, omega-3, resveratrol, NAC, vitamin C, and ECGC found in green tea. Supplementation has successfully decreased endometriotic lesion size. They also may even prevent progression and recurrence. Increasing fiber, mainly including lignans, in the diet may improve the elimination of excess estrogen by binding to them and promoting excretion. Phytoestrogens can also affect inflammatory, immunological, and hormonal factors. Increasing fruit and vegetables, especially cruciferous, for necessary antioxidants and nourishment for microbial balance. Fermented foods and live cultures support the estrobolome. CBD oil may help to support the nervous system and hormonal balance. Herbal supports. Evidence supports using Dioscorea villosa, wild yam, Trifolium pratense, red clover, cinnamon, Curcuma longum, turmeric, Zingiber officinale, ginger, calendula, tulsi, Withania somnifera, ashwagandha, and Vitex agnus castus, chaste tree. Lifestyle supports auricular acupuncture. The emotional freedom technique and mindfulness have reduced pain, severity, and recurrence. In addition, this helps to manage the feelings of anxiety and depression that occur from the symptoms themselves. If you would like to know more or gain access to the research article that I have made reference to for this podcast, please contact me directly and I will be happy to send it over to you. And on that note, we are wrapping up today's short educational podcast. If you're interested to know more or interested to see if I can help support you in any way with your health and wellness, do book an appointment at the Star Freud Wellness Clinic. Sessions can be held online as well as in clinic. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast and leave a 5-star review. This will help support getting these podcasts out there. It encourages more people getting into the know about their health and wellness. Growing this community is a major goal of mine, and I would greatly appreciate your support. I am your host, Star Freudenberg, a holistic health specialist and educator, empowering your mind,